fix the lighting.
I just need to tilt her up a little. Tilt her up a little bit. Tilt her up. Hello.
Howdy doody, friends.
Duty for sure.
It's a Tuesday night, girls and guys
And fellas.
and peeps.
What are we doing, kids?
What we doing? We eating.
What are we doing on this fine Tuesday?
What we doing? We be eating. We've been having a day. It's been a day. And it will be night soon, because that's what happens after it's day, you know. It then turns to night, and then turns to day again. Is tonight the full moon?
People were driving like it.
Right?
Literally, I went to the dollar store and into the gas station and oh my god, it was the full moon must be tonight, because literally I was in front of Newport Mart. There was people trying to come out of Walgreens, people trying to pull into Walgreens, people trying to come out, whatever. And so there was one person that was like blocking it all, and no one wanted to let them go. And so everyone was sitting there frustrated, and the one person's like,
and stuff too?
the person's like, I cannot move, and there was someone else trying to come out of Walgreens behind her that had pulled out, so she couldn't
Some
back
people
up.
can't drive.
She was completely blocked in.
Luckily, nobody had road rage.
They let me out.
But I think it's got to be either last night or tonight, because last night it was so bright out. I thought that their lights were on. It was so bright out.
Does anyone know? Is it a full moon tonight?
Yeah, does anybody know? Is the full moon tonight, or was it last night?
Is it tonight? Can someone please tell me?
Hey.
Are these chickpeas?
Mm-hmm. They're chickpeas. And some people, well, they're also called garbanzo beans.
Oh,
So,
okay. I wasn't sure how I would feel about them outside of their hummus form.
Oh. But, so I don't know if they're actually in the pea family or the bean family.
Or the chicken family.
Or that.
Or the garbanzo. Or
That sounds like an Italian family.
Mm.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Hello.
My mother has once again prepared a delicious meal for us.
Amazing dinner. Mm-hmm. Shrimp and veggies and black olives and pasta, and it's all good. It was all good. And I am going to post up the recipe. Mm-hmm. This is really good. I'm just saying. Wow.
Hey.
I outdid myself, guys. This is amazing.
That's pretty good.
Mm.
What did,
Got a big pan of it, too. If anybody wants some, just put your plate out.
what did we all do on this lovely Tuesday?
Yeah, did anybody do anything special or good or fun today?
Mom was extra busy with extra work today.
Yes.
I was not as busy, however.
I had meetings and crazy stuff, and
I was doing some other work, but not quite as intense and extensive as she was. And then she came home and made us this lovely dinner.
mm-hmm.
What a woman.
Taking the night off from driving tonight.
Yes.
Lots of meetings
You look
and
like
work
you painted
tonight.
pictures all day. I wish. I have 2 pictures in mind that I really want to paint. I started one. I want to paint one like that. I started painting a butterfly, but I was using acrylic paint, and I decided I would like to change up to oil.
Oh.
And make it I reworked it in my brain.
Do you think it's easier to work with, or you just like the colors better?
I think oil paint can have a more realistic result, a more 3D, give more depth almost, where the acrylic. Oh my god.
That was my healthy cooking. It's those garbanzo beans. The chickpeas that we're not quite sure what family they're in.
Pardon me, everybody.
You know, if we were in China, that would have been like one of the biggest compliments you could have given someone. I'm just saying.
That was wild.
You outdid yourself on that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo. But I think
You were working overtime.
oil paints give more of a. You have a little bit more control.
Okay.
Where acrylic paint's kind of just like slippery, at least in my opinion. Like it's good for other things other than what I have in mind.
I think oil paints take a little longer to dry too, don't they?
Yeah.
But I think oil paints last longer. The longevity, especially if you're doing like some textures and things, it's not going to crack like an acrylic might over age.
And I think oil paint will also force me to go slower and have more patience with it because the drying and how it whatever. But I want to paint a butterfly with oil paint, and I really want to paint 2 raspberries. I
Really?
just had this vision of 2 raspberries.
On the same painting?
Yeah, just like 2.
Any leaves in it too, or just the
I
raspberry?
don't know. I was gonna look up and see like what they look like, kind of like on a plant next to each other.
Okay.
Versus, which I know what they look like, but like I don't think anyone can
Well,
paint
they usually
just like from memory like that.
Yeah.
Like,
But
Like,
usually
I've done
they
it on
grow
my
in
arm.
more of a cluster than just 2, so
yeah, but
you can paint just 2.
I can pick all but the 2 berries that I want to paint.
Mm-hmm. Are they going to be ripe berries?
Yeah, I just want to paint 2 raspberries.
She loves raspberries.
So, if those paintings all of a sudden pop up on your feed, you know why. I got to paint them.
These shrimps are good too. I put shrimp in it too.
Mm-hmm.
All vegetables and some shrimp. I'm going to be posting up the recipe to this, you guys.
Been doing a little bit of rearranging and tidying around the house because we're getting ready for fall.
We are getting ready for fall.
We're falling.
I mean, what is today, the 20th? A lot of kids are already back in school.
Yeah, Halloween is right around the corner. You guys get your candy yet?
I got Snickers. That's one of Megan's favorites, are Snickers.
Yes, I did some little picking up around the house today, a little laundry, a little cleaning here and there. What are you eating over there? Hey, you scoundrel.
I didn't drop anything. I didn't even cook anything over
I
there.
might have dropped some tuna over there earlier. Let's hope it's that. Also, if you guys don't have me on Snapchat, you should add me. It's the same as like all my platforms. Megan Mullivan. I posted. You'll see a little sneak peek of a video I'm gonna post later.
Oh.
Of I put up some decorations in my room.
And I got a sneak peek already of that.
Which they're kind of Halloween-y, but they can also be Christmassy, and they can also just like kind of be a vibe. So if you want to see a sneak peek of that, of what I'm talking about, go add me on Snapchat.
And see, I think they absolutely give
Sorry.
a Christmas vibe. When I saw them, I said, oh no, I'm seeing those like in the living room, Christmas vibe.
Yeah, but you see how they're also kind of like Halloween.
Oh, absolutely. But I love Christmas more than Halloween.
I
so
think they're also just kind of a vibe.
yeah, they're super cool.
I'm not gonna spill the beans on what I'm talking about yet.
No, don't be
But-
spilling nothing.
Actually, you know what? I am totally gonna spill the beans because I just realized this morning I woke up. Haven't been sleeping phenomenal. I realized I think I need to get some cherries again. I think I need to get back on eating my bowl of cherries at night.
Yeah,
that
you
was
slept
helping
really
me.
well those nights.
That was helping me sleep.
Or just get some cherry juice if not. The good.
It's
It's more fun eating the cherries.
It tastes better. Sometimes the cherry juice is just tart because the way they have to like package and preserve
I agree,
it and
yeah.
whatever. Actually, but I will actually spill the beans because I realized this morning I woke up at like 3 in the morning and was like, hey, I haven't spammed my Snapchat in a long time. So I posted like literally 100 things on my story today.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes I just do
I guess
that.
you were busier than you thought.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get my followers up on there because
I don't have a Snapchat.
apparently if you have like 1,000 followers, you can get like verified or something. And I'm at like 719. So yeah, if you want to add me, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't have Snapchat, but the girl does.
But yeah, sometimes I'll just be like, hey, let's just post like 1 million Snapchat memories like right now. Like
I'm feeling it.
like right this minute. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a cute one, that's a cute one, that's a cute one. I don't know. So you will have to click through a lot of stories to see what I was talking about 5 minutes ago because now I've just been rambling for a long time. I got from TikTok Shop if you might have seen them on TikTok Shop, they're like floating Harry Potter candle decoration.
They've probably come up on everybody's feed.
Yeah. And if they haven't yet, they probably will now. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to, Gina. I didn't mean to ignore you. If you're still here, she was wondering what we're eating. Mom made a little shrimp pasta dish
And
of
vegetables.
sorts. Yes. She's gonna post a video.
Yeah. I'm gonna post it up.
But yeah, so I got they're really cute, and you use a wand to like turn them on. But
A Harry Potter wand.
You like hang them from the ceiling by magic, of course. So they
Yeah.
look like they're floating. They're very cute.
Right. I'm envisioning them with the Christmas theme.
Yes.
Like floating around the Christmas tree or the fireplace or somewhere really cool.
Yes.
And it is so cool how you do it with the wand.
Yeah.
Turn them on and off. And they really look like candles.
Yeah.
And if you're going to order them from Meg's link.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to post up a link. Did you post
Wait
it?
till I post the video. No, I post it after.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's how they're kind of like Halloween-y and kind of Christmassy.
But yeah, they're
They're
super.
like floating candles that you turn on with a wand, but like candles are also like Christmassy. Like,
Yeah, they're not like orange or something that would make you think that they're Halloween.
yeah, they're just like white candles.
Yeah. But yeah, they are cute. And actually, we thought they were coming yesterday, and then they came early today. So
So I spent like 2 hours putting those up because you have to put batteries in each one.
yeah,
And there's 12, and
Make
then
sure
in
that
the
you-
wand,
make sure that you have batteries if you order them.
and
They don't
then,
come with the batteries.
then you gotta. What I didn't account for, what I didn't realize would take so much time was each little one with the little string was like taped up, and I had to carefully cut the tape off and carefully peel it off without boogering,
Making it
The
a knot.
string.
Yeah.
and then make them all. Yeah. So
And that would have been hard for me, the part where you threaded them, because first of all, you're doing it like this, but I have a difficult time, because of my vision, threading a needle. That's one of my biggest I can
Oh, it
sew.
was hard because so I stuck. It comes with little sticky loops that you stick on the ceiling. They're clear, so you don't see them.
Once they're up, yeah.
And so you're stringing a clear string through a clear loop.
Clearly, that's got to be difficult, right?
So even someone with 20/20, I think, isn't gonna have the easiest.
But they look super cool. You guys will have to absolutely check it out. I'm sure they've come up on your feed, but
Hi, Roberto.
order them from Meg.
Enough about me. Anything you'd like to talk about?
I had like busy, silly meetings and that kind of stuff. Nothing like super exciting, but I was catching the news real quick, and so I had to check our freezer. There's a big recall from Purdue chicken strips and chicken nuggets. I'm trying to remember that, and it wasn't like botulism or anything.
Don't say.
Don't say Purdue. I don't know if you guys heard about it. It was a big recall. It's actually metal that got into the nuggets and the strips. So I'm assuming something happened with one of the machines.
You didn't think they were feeding us robot chicken?
Probably not.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So and the expiration date on them isn't until like November of 2025. I never realized freaking nuggets and stuff lasted that long. What are they putting in them? They're supposed to be like no preservatives and stuff. So I checked and we're good. So that was something. Especially when it's something that you do get. I mean, it depends on, sometimes we get Purdue, sometimes we get Tyson, depending on which one's on sale and stuff. And it was a bunch of different ones of them. Like it was like the panko crust and, a bunch of different ones. It wasn't just like one.
It wasn't the gluten-free, was it?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, they're already going through enough. Hello.
So anyway, yeah, so if anybody has Purdue chicken strips or nuggets, I'm sure you can Google it and it'll tell you. It was on the news. But for us, that affected us. I don't know about anybody else out there, but we do, they're a great quick dinner, to be able to pop in the oven, and then you can serve just some vegetables or whatever with them. So that was my big recall notice that, but the nice thing was it had nothing to do with like any type of like germs things. You know what I mean? A lot of times it's like they're saying, oh, it's salmonella or whatever, and it wasn't. So that was good, just saying.
I remembered what I was going to talk about last week when I said I thought I had things to talk about and update you guys on, but I couldn't remember back then. I'm kind of remembering. I was going to tell you guys, was it 2 weeks ago? Did I already talk about the chiropractor thing?
I don't think so, because it happened right around just recently.
Like last week, I thought, and then I forgot to talk about it. So if anyone follows my backup TikTok, I posted a video back in February where I mentioned that I went to the chiropractor and my insurance, I went there because my doctor recommended them because my insurance was supposed to cover it. I got there and they were like, it does not, and I was like, oh, beans.
Big beans? Was that like Gabarnza beans?
Yeah. And I was like, well, let me skedaddle. And this dude was like, no, I'll just grope you up anyway.
And he was kind of hot.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay. He was like, you're already here. And I was like, that's valid. I am here. So.
Did you have to check and make sure that you were there? Or
yeah,
you knew right away?
I said, you know what, Doc? You're good. I am here.
Whoa.
So I said, I better go in and see this guy.
Since he insisted.
So, and I still wasn't sure, going in, I'm like, is he gonna just charge me at the end before I leave?
Even though I told him?
Yeah. So I go over, he cracks me up, nothing real special. He just gives, a little rub and tuck.
Just a little.
Just a little pop, lock, and drop it.
He just cracked her up just a little bit.
Yeah, he wasn't like real funny or nothing, but he cracked me up.
But he's kind of hot.
Yeah. So that was in February.
Back in the crack up days.
As I was leaving, I went over to the register and I had my wallet and I had my card out because I'm like, if they're gonna charge me,
Oh, I know now.
Now I had filled out paperwork while I was like in the waiting room with like all my information, like my health insurance, and it had a spot for like.
And
my
they should have already had that because you had to get an approval to go. So they should have already had all that anyway.
And so I guess I had put my credit card on the paper.
Which she will never do again.
Yeah, I did. I'm like, oh, what are they, like, I don't.
If I was there, I would have said, what are you getting your credit card out for? Yeah.
So, anyways. I think it was last Tuesday. Yeah, because you had to buy the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Is that the last thing we streamed?
My birthday after that.
Oh, did I talk about this on your birthday? I don't think
so.
I did.
No, it wasn't birthday conversation.
Right, I think I wasn't.
It was all about me.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to make it about me.
Yeah. Because that's how she is. She loves me. I can't see what that says up there.
That was a big message.
Yeah.
Hey, the most wholesome mother-daughter duo that's ever. What's up, guys? I'm Peter. I haven't caught you live in a while, but I'm a long-time subscriber. What's up, Peter?
Thank you, Peter.
You guys see this? I'm actually, all of a sudden I'm growing a planet on the side of my mouth. I think I
Get the stickers out.
Yeah, I think I put too much lotion earlier.
Was it a different kind of lotion or the same kind of lotion?
Sometimes I just mix it up. And I think I put too much lotion. Sometimes I was hot on a fresh, hot shower. And I think might have clogged a pore there. It popped up earlier and then it started to go down. Looks like it's flaring up again.
It's the full moon. You know how it brings things like super high tides and all of that? I bet it causes eruptions, right? I'm just saying. Is that a thing? Do people like break out with like full moons?
That is such a concept. What a theory.
I never thought about it until just this minute.
Wow.
It could be a thing.
Wow. Maybe that's why I've been bloated.
It's bringing the fluid.
Yes.
Like a high tide.
Yes.
Like a moon tide.
Right. I saw one girl, or was listening to a podcast where a girl mentioned that she was on her period last full moon, and that she was like, why is my period like so bad? And then she found out it was a full moon. She's like, oh my god, I wonder if that has any correlation. Now I'm questioning everything. The tide is high.
That's right.
But I'm holding on.
I was wondering if you were going to say that. You know the oldies but the goodies. Was it Blondie? That was Blondie, right? Deborah Harry sang that? Wasn't that The Tide is High? Does anybody know? Wasn't that Deborah Harry from Blondie?
But anyways, to the chiropractor story.
Thank you for the gift, my friend.
On Tuesday,
I appreciate it.
all of a sudden got a notification that I was charged $70 by the chiropractor.
$70 after they said it was covered and then said it wasn't covered, and she's like, okay, then I'm leaving. I'm going somewhere where you take my insurance.
Yeah, so I came out of the office, whatever, and he followed me out and goes over to the secretary desk, whatever. And I have my wallet out and my card out, and he goes, no, and he goes to the secretary and says, she's all set. Like,
yeah.
It's all set. And it's not like it was even 6 months to the day. It's been like 5 months and like 20 days or something.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's not like it's just like, oh, we billed you 6 months after because we were just like, we didn't, like, we thought we were doing you a favor not making you pay that day or something. But it's like, if I gotta pay, I wanna pay.
I think that it was his secretary was jealous. That he was putting his hands on you, and she's like, I'm going to get her. She still probably had the hots for him. You said he was hot.
He wasn't like that hot.
If she was an old woman, he might have been for her. He might have been super hot to her.
Why are you making up drama? I don't like that.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't there. She went to this doctor. Usually I go with her to a doctor's appointments, but she went to this one all by herself.
She's trying to defame the secretary right now.
Well, it wasn't the doctor that billed you. It's usually the office staff that does the billing.
I don't know who's to blame, but for legal reasons, I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just calling the bank.
And saying this weren't a thing.
But yeah, so I went in and disputed it with the bank, and they made me cancel. They were like, okay, and
It's a fraud charge.
your card is done. I'm like, wait a minute, I've disputed charges and you haven't.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
But you know what? I'm wondering, because it's like a medical practice, maybe they were having hacks within like a medical thing, and so they said, oh, this must be part of that. It automatically kind of flagged or something. You know, the like a whole like spree will go on at certain ones, and maybe it happened to be that, and so they just assumed it was part of that.
So regardless, the bank said your card no longer works for 1 week until you receive your new one.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, when?
Yeah.
But it came.
Yeah.
So.
But the weird thing is, I mean, I haven't been to a chiropractor, and like,
Mercury is also in retrograde, so weird things are to happen.
But chiropractors charge more than $70 for a visit. I'm just saying. So, I mean, you can't even walk into a doctor's office and have them ask if you're sniffling or not for less than $100 if you don't have insurance. Do you know what I'm saying? $70 a doctor's visit is more than that.
Well,
so it was a weird number for them to bill you.
Yeah, because I think they had said something about that day that it would have been like $80 or something. They said something up like around like $80, and the amount they charged me was 66 and change.
That's what I'm saying. What chiropractor charges that?
So Christine said you could have resubmitted to the insurance company. The moon is bringing out a bunch of things.
We were just talking about that.
What about $80? Watching from South Carolina. Hello. What about $80?
I like South Carolina. That's nice. It's so cold here. I swear it's. I can't believe the foliage hasn't started yet.
It's about to.
It's in the 50s at night, and like the 60s. We're lucky if it hits 70 during the day now. Crazy, but I mean it's nice weather. I mean it's just not really beach weather, because then for some reason we seem to get wind with it too. So.
Anyways, that's my story.
Yeah.
About the chiropractor. Very weird.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever been to a doctor's office and they charge you $66.30? I mean, that's just weird.
Well, and I'm like, how did they even? Because I never swiped my card. Like, how did they?
Right, so they had to key it in.
It must have been that I wrote it, but I didn't even think I wrote all of it. I thought I had like stopped writing it because they came over and were like, "Oh, your insurance doesn't cover something." And I was like, "Oh, let me stop filling out this paperwork right now."
Get the white out.
I guess I should have taken the paperwork with me, or I don't know, but.
Yeah. Megan who? I mean, but they got the authorization. You know what I mean? That's why you waited for the appointment.
Right, I waited like a month to see the chiropractor or something.
Right, because they had to like send out the referral or whatever and get the authorization. It was only 70 in Ohio today. And cool and cloudy. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's cold.
My friends in Philly were saying the same thing. My friend Ella was like, I miss the sun. I was like, yeah, has it been gone for a long time for you as well? Like,
I know. I think the sun went on vacation to someplace sunny. Something like that.
So that's why I was like, I'm going to put up my little Halloween decorations. Because they're not super Halloween, but... They can get
I'm calling them Christmas decorations, but we're going to call them Halloween until Christmas.
They're decorations, okay? They're just the little candle decorations. I thought
and they're super cute.
We might be able to just get more of those exact same loops and just put them in the living room when we want to do them there, and then just move them back and forth.
Yeah. We'll look at the Dollar Tree and see what they have for different, gadgets.
Because it came with two options, these little loops or thumbtacks. And I'm like, has anyone ever tried to put a thumbtack in the ceiling? It's hard. And gravity's not helping. And
Yeah.
so then I tried to use a hammer. Has anyone ever tried to hammer a thumbtack upside down? Gravity's not helping. And
No, you
just
hammer your
it
thumb instead of the tack.
It's one thing when it's like on a wall and you can kind of like ding, ding, ding. But no. So I used the little loops.
Yeah.
I was going to use a thumbtack so that I could move them back and forth throughout the house, but I just have
But
to
the loops will
untie
be,
them.
yeah, and the loops will be up there and ready for the next.
Right. I'm sure one of them's probably going to fall and hit me in the head in my sleep because I've got them hovering right above my pillows, but...
And it was so funny, we were trying to get Tatum to look at them, and she didn't at first understand what we were talking about, trying to get her to look up.
And then she was, and she's like,
finally she
okay.
figured it out, and she's like, yes, what's the big deal?
She's like, okay, I'm looking at it. I'm looking.
Okay.
Now what do you want?
Yeah, no, right? So do they just make the ones that glow that look like a real flame? They don't have any other colors or anything, right? It's just those, yeah.
So I'll be watching Harry Potter movies tonight. They're
Oh,
on
you get
Peacock.
the vibe?
They're on Peacock.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Do we get Peacock for free?
I don't know if a friend of mine, good old, if anyone remembers Superman, shout out to Superman, gave me his Peacock login like a year ago.
So I guess he's still paying for Peacock.
And so I don't know if, I can't remember if Ryan told me Peacock is one of those that's free, you just have to like have an account or whatever.
I don't know. Does anybody know? I thought you had to pay for Peacock.
I thought you did too. Does anyone know? I don't know. I use my buddy.
But she doesn't pay for it.
I use my buddy Superman's Peacock.
She also pays, has
That's
another
okay,
friend
so-
that she uses their Netflix, and another friend that she...
No, his stopped working because Netflix, you're supposed to... I'm going to have to... Maybe I'll just tell him to
Pay for it.
buy me my own account.
I mean, how much is it? I don't
Like
even...
$6.99 for like one household or whatever. And so that's what... Like my friend just has the one household one.
Yeah,
And so if you stream
from a different location.
in different locations. And at first, I would just do it like if we were home during the day and I knew he was at work, I would use it. And then if I knew like he was home from work, I wouldn't use it so that it wouldn't like trigger
Overlap. Yeah.
And I think what happened was I went to his house and we were watching movies, and I wanted to watch a movie or a show that I had started. And so I went into my account, and because I couldn't remember the name of the show that I had started or whatever, so I went into my account at his house. Because I made my own little,
What were you thinking?
because you can make like your own little person's thing on the Netflix login. I made my own so that we didn't get our shows mixed up.
No.
And I think it worked fine up until I went over to his house and was like, oh, let's watch this. And then I came back home the next like day or whatever, it wouldn't work. Or it started popping up and was like, oh, update your payment plan to stream in 2 places. And it was like, or are you traveling? And I put
yeah,
like
I'm
that
traveling.
I was traveling. And after like a week, like time.
You're not traveling anymore?
I guess not.
But I thought that you could also use it on your phone. And like say you were at work, and...
You can. It pops up and says, like, here's your password, like, are you, like, what, like, if you have the login information, I think you can go in and, like, give, like, your reasoning or whatever, but I don't have, I guess I think it's the email. It sends something to, like, your email.
And you have to verify it or something.
Yeah, and I don't have his email login. I just have his email.
Well,
and
what do you?
Netflix
Well, just tell him you need his email login. and oh, by the way, I need your credit card login, and I need your.
It's something weird like that. That eventually it popped up and was like, oh, like you can't. Like.
Yeah. So he needs to either get you your own account,
or just stop using it at his house and
There you go. He doesn't need Netflix.
yeah.
He does not.
So I'll tell him if he wants to watch Netflix, he can come over and watch it.
Because I use my son's Prime account,
Yeah.
and then I have Roku, and then I've got a bunch of other free ones. There's so many on there that I'm watching. There's
always something on
There's
Prime.
tons of. In fact, I've been enjoying watching some of the older stuff that's like 15 years old and stuff. I haven't seen them, so
But I think
it's all
Netflix,
new.
if you get just one account now, I think it's $6.99 per house or something. So if something came out on there that we were dying to see,
Oh,
could just get it for one
One
month,
month.
I guess.
Yeah.
You know? But. So yeah.
yeah. They should have it that someone can gift you Netflix. Well, I mean, they wouldn't do that on here because they want you to be on
They
here.
could give you a gift card. Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Uh,
But I mean, I watch enough stuff on the other.
there's a
I mean,
lot of
I even
stuff
get
on-
like some of which I used to like watching the Hallmark Channel when we had the cable, and Lifetime and stuff. But I still get some of
Oh
the.
my god.
You have to hit this.
She just is getting request after request after request.
I like but I still get some of the.
You might be talking to no one for a second. There you go.
Oh.
She was just getting request after request after request. I think it was making her glitch, and Jesus.
It does, especially when they're foreign, because they're using fake SIM card things.
Because they're robots.
They're button it. They're buttonists.
Anyways, this was a lovely dinner.
Yeah, I enjoyed this dinner. It was amazing. Compliments to the chef.
Is there anything else you wanted to tell the people since your birthday?
Since my birthday?
Since you're now a year older, is there anything?
So now I'm a year closer to Meg's age.
Is there anything you've like learned in the last week since being the age that you now are?
Well, I learned about the Purdue recall. I'm trying to think if there's
Something
anything.
you haven't talked about already, maybe?
Oh, okay.
Just an idea.
Yeah. Well, I did learn in the past week that Halloween is coming up, like in the next few days.
Baby.
Megan told me so, and she wouldn't have said that if it wasn't so. But I'm looking forward to the kids going back to school up here, because then like if we do have like a really nice Indian summer or something, and we want to go do something nice on the beach or something, we get it all to ourselves. I'm just saying. But who knows if, I mean, usually we do get a nice Indian summer.
We do.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking I need to go rinse the behind my ears have been itchy lately. You think I'm not washing them right?
I think it's the full moon.
Oh.
I think, yeah, and like, don't they say like if your palms are itchy, then you're getting money and stuff, that maybe it means something. We'll have to look it up. Maybe it means something.
Maybe it means I didn't get all the shampoo off behind my ears.
It could mean that. It could be meaning that.
I think I need to go tend to the pimpation on my face.
Well, you have practice because you've been putting stickers on the ceiling. So.
Yes, I
Yeah,
do,
so
yes.
you got that mastered right now. Yeah,
Yes,
because there was like a dozen of them.
Yes, yeah.
But those you don't have to put a string through.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Did you want to do battle
I think we might head over to TikTok and do a little battleification. So we're gonna say goodnight to the
our
YouTubers.
Uber friends?
If you like the burps you heard today, there's more on Patreon. I did post a new video on the Patreon today. It's going on.
You have been a busy girl.
I was shotgunning a little sody.
Look at you go, girl.
Yeah, there was crazy results. If you want to see them, go on
Yeah,
over
well,
there.
you started this one off with some pretty craziness, I must say.
Yeah, I've been a little burpy today.
Oh,
Yeah.
never know about these garbanzo beans. There could be some tooting from the other end later. You never know. I don't know if garbanzo beans do that to you. Does anybody know?
Yeah. It's supposed to.
Oh.
They always say hummus makes you fart. And so
Right.
So I eat it to try and fart. But I haven't noticed that it really increases the fluctuation. There isn't a fluctuation.
Well, there's garlic in hummus too, and there's garlic in this too, so.
Garlic? I hardly know her.
Yeah, she hardly knows her. So anyway, my YouTube friends.
Goodbye, YouTube friends.
And keep your eyes open for those amazing videos that we keep on posting up, and we'll definitely be on next Tuesday, if not before then.
And maybe not. Maybe we'll be on Monday. Maybe we'll be on Wednesday. Maybe you'll just have to subscribe to know for certain.
Certainly.
And turn on your notifications.
Every single one.
An S-tier comedian, what does that mean? What does S-tier mean? Does that mean sexy?
I think so.
I'm a sexy comedian. I know, I'm hot and funny.
All of the above. Check all them boxes.
And I'll beat you in a burping contest. Good night.
Every day of the week.